platform only. So if that's any indication how popular it was, there's probably, a whole lot more people who stayed and ordered it. I hope so.
All right. Well, more MMA talk Monday nights at 9 p.m. here on Blog Talk Radio with Mr. Darius Brown. We got the Vixens tomorrow night, don't we?
Oh yeah, Kim Couture and her Vixen crew. So long-awaited return to HGR Radio.
Yeah, well, I remember trying to flirt with Kim, and that didn't land me anywhere because she was seeing somebody again. So I don't know if I want to get my heart broken again.
Why?
Yeah.
What? You have nothing on Randy Couture, the movie star / MMA fighter? Come on, Shane.
Well, Brock surprised everybody with a submission move. Maybe I can surprise the world by downing, Randy Couture. Yeah.
I bet that one sounded a little better before you said it, but,
Yeah.
I'm right there behind you.
Yeah. No disrespect, Randy. I'm not challenging you. Don't come to Miami and find me. Thanks a lot. All right. But, yeah, let's get back to TNA. They've done a very good job of improving the show to the part where it's watchable. And, if you read a lot of recaps, you'll see the same thing that people are saying, how TNA has definitely improved, and some people are saying that they haven't watched TNA in a long time, but since they've come back, they're enjoying the show. Perhaps it's the fact that Hogan is not on TV as much, and I don't know what it is. The only issue I still have with the company is what's going on with the knockouts. Everything else pretty much is flowing to the point where it's fine by me except for the knockouts. As I mentioned, the Pope returned. Speaking of returns, the Motor City Machine Guns made a return to the ring for the first time in months on Impact. They had a decent match versus Inc. Next week we're going to get AJ Styles versus Kazarian because AJ is getting pissed off with how close Kazarian and Ric Flair are getting. But if you missed last week's show, perhaps the match of the night was AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. When these guys get in the ring, they're going to freaking bring it. And you got to see a awesome match on free TV. And check it out. Everything else, the matches were pretty decent. We had a breakup, it seems, with Taylor Wilde and Sarita. We haven't seen these ladies on TV in weeks. And they come on TV, and all of a sudden they're dismantling. And apparently this started on TNA Explosion. But Explosion is an international market show. It's not for, the people in America don't get it. I know Australia gets it. I don't know if Canada and the UK gets it. But Explosion is a show where it started out as like a recap thing, but now they're going to do more feature matches on that show. And apparently Taylor Wilde and Sarita started their dissension there. So after Taylor Wilde's match on Impact, we come back from commercial and we see Sarita beating the holy heck out of her in the backstage area. So this led me to write my latest article, which is asking TNA, what's the point of having the TNA Knockouts tag team titles? Because the only tag team left in the company is the Beautiful People. And the Beautiful People, the actual tag team of the Beautiful People is Lacey Von Erich and Velvet Sky. However, Lacey Von Erich is out dealing with, the custody of her son. So it's pretty much Velvet Sky and Madison Rayne, and Madison Rayne is the Knockouts champion. So really, there's no tag teams for the Knockouts. Why do we still have the Knockouts title, tag team title? You know, we had the match going on Thursday, and just to show you how TNA is dedicated to the women, during the middle of the match, we have the weekly appearance of Tommy Dreamer and company. This time it's Tommy Dreamer, Raven, Stevie Richards, and Rhino. And it's in the middle of the Knockouts match, and you know everybody basically forgot that there was a match going on as they stared in the crowd for what felt like 2 minutes. And you come back, and then the knockout is pretty much over a few seconds later.
So, is your beef more to just the removal of the knockouts not being played up, or the way that the ECW guys are being played out?
No, my piece was on the fact that they either need to scrap the Knockouts tag team titles because there's no more tag teams, or they're going to need to hire more women to fill out a roster. But if they have that many people, then they're going to need a second show. So I think the decision should be to scrap the titles for now until they can get another show, because they can't hire anybody. They're selling out all this money for like the Hulk Hogan's and the Jeff Hardys and Eric Bischoffs.
Yeah. I mean, anytime they add these titles, these extra titles, they never last. Do you remember when WCW had like 6-man tag team titles, and I think they might have even had like an 8-man tag team title. They had the Cruiserweight tag team title. All these extra belts, you know, I don't even know if they're good in theory, but, you know, they never end up working out.
Yeah. You definitely feel that if they're going to have so many belts, they're definitely going to be in need of a second show. And they have Explosion, but until Explosion, which is an hour-long show, until Explosion becomes, you know, available to everybody, not just the international market, then, you know, that's where, if they can get that to be a show that everybody sees on Spike, maybe like on a Saturday night or something, then, you know, they can put some wrestlers over there a la a WWE Superstars, and you can have the other belts being defended. Because where the hell has Rob Terry been with the global title?
I don't know, but he needs to stay there wherever he's at.
Well, yeah, I mean, nobody really wants to see Rob Terry wrestle, really. But he has the freaking title, and, you know, there was a time when we used to have the, you know, 30 days defense of a title, or you're stripped of the belt. Hasn't it been like almost 2 months since we've seen Rob Terry?
Yeah, and didn't they just take the X Division title from another wrestler because it was so long since he could defend it? Not even so long. He missed one show, didn't he? What's his name?
Doug Williams.
With that. Yeah, I mean, he missed. How many shows did he actually miss before they actually stripped him of the title? It's been far less than that.
Pay-per-view.
Huh?
He missed pay-per-view.
He missed a show. Okay, yeah, it's a big show, but Rob Terry, like you said, he's missed 8 shows. You know,